Hello you guys, back here for part 2 of my Disney DVD collection. We last left off with the Jungle Book DVD from 2004. So yes, next let's take a look at what I have. Here we have High School Musical Extended Edition. This is the second film in the series. This one was also released. This was the first of the High School Musical series to be released on Blu-ray. This is one of my weakest of the High School Musical franchise. I still like it, but as I got older, I really wasn't growing on me as well. The cover's embossed, all the characters are embossed. Very nice DVD release. This one is the extended edition because it has a musical number, Huma Luma Akuwaha, which is a very underrated segment for it. Here's the disc. Nice artwork on here. Movie rewards code. Put that in already. Sorry. Hannah Montana. Used to be a big fan of that show. I used to have this DVD, which was That's So Sweet Life Hannah Montana. I have better lighting in here, so you guys don't have to see this in the dark, obviously. Here's the PS2 and the Wii version of the game, which was the Cena game. I had the one with the third game in here. The soundtrack I have all the High School Musical soundtracks. Never seen the concert one. Never owned the toys because I was getting older at the time. I was a teenager. Honeycomb cereal. The cereal was pretty good. Really, I don't think they have it anymore. More about Hannah Montana and the next Disney Channel original movie, which was Twitches 2 coming out. Sorry about that, guys. Finish it up. Doing this with one hand is very difficult. Cory in the House. I know a lot of people are going to say that Cory in the House is best anime ever. As a joke, it is, but as a show, it isn't the best. Sweet Life Zack and Cody, that was a good show. I really enjoyed that. And this also was another crossover with Disney Channel stars as well. Never really had that on DVD, but I saw it on Disney Channel. And for Blu-ray as well. So yeah, nothing too special about this DVD guide. It's just a DVD guide. Some stuff about High School Musical. The Blu-ray High School Musical 2, I still need to get that one, even though I don't really need it. Bloopers. Other stuff as well. Yeah, but High School Musical 2 is my least favorite of the High School Musical franchise. I didn't really care too much about the story and the characters. I like some of the songs on here. They're really cool. Choreography is always great with these movies. Kenny Ortega did an awesome job with the choreography for all three of them. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, the next one, the Santa Claus 2. Of course, the Santa Claus, well actually, no, my bad. It's the Santa Claus 1. This is the special edition released alongside promoting the theatrical release of the Santa Claus 2, which was coming to theaters at the time. 2002 release. I had the VHS for a long time of this version. This is better than the second film. It has a lot of adult humor in here. It has a lot of adult stuff in here, like, just figuring out how to schedule your kid to come with you and realizing stuff. It's a very good Christmas film. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. This artwork is really cool. Right of it. Chapter selections. Very funny Christmas movie. A lot of funny moments in here. I love I love Santa Claus 2. Sorry, I was thinking about High School Musical at the time, so I love the Santa Claus 1. It has Who Wants to Be an Elf, which was also on the VHS at the end of the film for this one. That's how I remember this one. But Santa Claus 1, definitely recommend this film. It's a very good Christmas movie. The next one is Schoolhouse Rock, the 30th anniversary edition. This came out in the 70s as short films, or as a segment on television on ABC. And this is actually very educational. I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun. I actually saw this a lot back in middle school. So it's grown on me a lot. Disney Movie Awards code, I already put that in before Disney Movie Awards ended. Because disc 1, it has the conductor from Conjunction Junction and the bell for the second disc. They have 2 segments, obviously, because they categorize this DVD release, obviously, to different segments. But it also has some games in here, really awesome games. I haven't really popped this in a DVD player, but I will probably soon to play this again because it was really fun, really enjoyable. Winnie the Pooh. This is made by Disney Animation Studios. It's not cheaply made like the Disney direct-to-video sequels from the Disney Toon Studios. But this is not a big hit, as many as the Blu-ray release of this touts. But it's an okay film. I don't think it's great like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh or the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, but it's pretty good. It's a sequel to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. But you know, this is okay. I didn't really get the storyline for this one because it was like 3 separate stories in one film. It's not something I would definitely show you. Oh my goodness, another gray disc. It's sad, but that's what Disney DVDs were nowadays. Here's a promotional pamphlet for Treasure Buddies. The Buddies films are not really that great. Don't buy them. A promo for the Lion King, the first Lion King Blu-ray release for the Diamond Collection. I have both the Lion King Diamond Collection and the Signature Edition. Really something. Something for Space Adventures, for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. A segment for Cars 2, if you can see that right here. I don't really think Cars 2 was a great sequel, but I'll still own it anyway. This is not a really bad sequel. The soundtrack for the Winnie the Pooh, for the new Winnie the Pooh film from 2011, that has Zooey Deschanel doing the music for it, the spoken one. Huggies, many other t-shirt appeals, stuff for little kiddos. And but the Winnie the Pooh film, I didn't really get it, but it's still a classic. It's okay. It's really nice. Really enjoyed some of the parts in here. It's really something. The next one is Finding Nemo. I had this since I was a kid. I watched this tons of times on DVD. And I would tell you which version I watched the most, because this has 2 versions of the film that it split up to 2 discs anyway. A lot of bonus content. I spent lots of hours when I was younger watching the bonus content as well for this film. See this right here. Disc 1, which has the widescreen edition, which I did not watch because at the time, me and my folks liked full screen because we liked that VHS full screen version. But I now know widescreen's the better way to watch this film. I don't have the Blu-ray release, but I'm hoping to get that soon because I need the Blu-ray release of most of the Pixar films. I have the 3 Toy Story films on Blu-ray. The second just has the full screen edition, which is the one I watched the most. Yeah, there's an unexplored commentary on here, which is really cool. Let's take out the DVD guide and the promotional stuff, because this, it has all the promotional stuff. I'm just going to make a shout out to Imagination 1980, who definitely did not show the promos for the 2000 and I think it's the 2004-2003 release of Finding Nemo DVD. But here's a sweepstakes promotional thing for the film. You could win for the Disney Cruise Line if you mailed it in, obviously with a business reply card. You can get the game for Xbox and the Xbox system as well. The original, obviously, for those of you who are nerds on that video game stuff, which I am. pretty much the DVD guide is very colorful. It has the concept art for the film itself. Sorry about that, you guys. Disc 1 and Disc 2 just has the overview of what it is. Nice concept art from the film itself. Sorry. And here's the chapter selections here as well. What can I say about Finding Nemo? It's a great Disney film. Very good Disney Pixar film. I really enjoyed the underwater settings and really good stuff that happened in this film as well. Really good. The next one is the second Pirates of the Caribbean film, and this one is titled, this one is Dead Man's Chest, and I actually love Dead Man's Chest. It's a really good, fun Disney. It's a good sequel. I really enjoyed it. I like Davy Jones. He's a really good villain in this film as well. Yes, Pirates of the Caribbean 2 is a great sequel. Not as good as the original, but it's still good. Oh, it's had that snap thing as well. This one just has Jack, William Turner, and Elizabeth Turner. This two just has Davy Jones and the ship. Really fun sequel. It's a bit underrated, but it's still worth checking out. We'll take this out. There's movie awards codes probably already redeemed, so don't redeem it. It's got a lot of sweepstakes here. And Disney Movie Awards, how to use it. Because at the time Disney Movie Awards was coming out. Invincible, still need to see that film. I haven't really at least seen it. Coupons for popcorn and other things. So yeah, I don't really want to show all the promo stuff for this one. But I like Pirates of the Caribbean 2. It's a fun sequel. I love Davy Jones in this movie. So yes, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend you checking it out. It's released on Blu-ray as well, but it's hard to find on Blu-ray. But I think you can find it at Best Buy. But yes, Pirates 2. Great sequel as well. The next one is a Lion King sequel titled The Lion King 1.5, or as people will call it, The Lion King 3 is Hakuna Matata. This sequel is the funniest Disney sequel out of all of the Disney sequels. I like this a lot. Really funny, really enjoyable. It has the animation is actually superb like the original, but it's still an underrated sequel. It's very meta because Timon and Pumbaa constantly are commentating throughout the whole entire film, which is kind of a big bummer, but that's just fine. I watched this constantly when I was a kid, and I'm planning to get the new Blu-ray release as well. It came with the Lion King Signature Edition. I'm pretty excited to want to get that one. So yeah, so disc 1 has Timon and Rafiki on here. Disc 2 has Pumbaa on here, which is pretty nice. I play a lot of the games on here. The Virtual Safari one's one of my favorites on this one, and the Lion King Platinum Edition as well. I like it. I haven't played the Virtual Safari on the Lion King 2 Simba's Pride one that came out the same year as this one, but when I get the DVD release of that one, I'll play it. DVD guide, I'm not really going to show it to you guys because it is ruined. As you can see, it's ruined. Need to get a new copy of this one. Yeah, all the promo stuff. Oh, in the back just has a promo for the Lion King 2 Simba's Pride Special Edition, released on video and DVD, 2004. This is a great Disney sequel. The Lion King sequels are great, but they're not too great like any other sequels. The next one is Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler. I think this is probably this is a decent Adam Sandler film. It's a family film. It's not the greatest, because Adam Sandler does make terrible films, but this is an okay one. Not really a big fan of this movie, but it's pretty enjoyable. It's okay. Boring gray disc again. A coupon for Hogwartins. It's just a taco thing. Promo for American Idol, which is already going to be on ABC. Don't really care for watching it as much. Promo for Blu-ray again. And the Disney Movie Awards stuff in here as well too. I'm not a big fan of bedtime stories. I saw this a long time ago on theaters and I wanted to get the DVD for it. But it's an okay family film with Adam Sandler on it. It's just okay. Next one. Lilo and Stitch from 2002 of December. Came out very quickly before the end of 2002. This is only one disc. The 2-disc edition was released overseas, and that was also released on DVD as the big wave edition, complete with all the bonus content in here. But this has a lot of bonus content on here. That is very cool and very imaginative. Also, Imagination 1980 does not have the DVD guide for this one, but I do. I kept it for many years. The disc is pretty cool. The DVD guide's really cool. It just has the one for that came with the VHS and the DVD release. A lot of cool bonus material on here. My favorite is actually the one where you get to watch all the trailers for the film itself, that Stitch kind of constantly causes havoc on the Disney films. Really cool. I like this film. This film is probably one of my favorite early 2000 Disney films because I'm older and I'm noticing that a lot of these early 2000 films for Disney are really good. I think my least favorite is Home on the Range, which I do not have anymore because I would never want to get that. But I'll get it on Blu-ray just because it's Disney Animation Classic and it was nostalgic for me when I watched it as a kid. But Lilo and Stitch is still a great film. I really enjoyed it. Great film. Mickey's House of Villains, like the Mickey's Magical Christmas DVD release. This one is the original one. I think this is my second Disney DVD release and my second DVD I actually owned back when I was little. This one was watched tons of times when I was little because every October I would watch this film because it was a Halloween film. It has some very nice Halloween shorts. I like Donald Duck and the Gorilla, plus Mickey's, plus the Hansel and Gretel short was really cool. It was narrated really cool. Here's the disc that has Ursula, Corella, Jafar, Hades, Hook, and the Queen of Hearts and Mickey on here. It has a game on here and then also a mix of all Disney villains coming together. I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure about it, but whatever. It's Mickey's House of Villains, a great Halloween type movie. Wee bit lame nowadays, but still worth owning if you really like something like this, obviously. The 2-disc edition of Brother Bear. Oh yeah, I had this since I was a kid. Many of these DVDs I had since I was a kid. This one has 2 versions of the film, as with Finding Nemo did as well. This is actually a wee bit lame of a Disney film, but I actually liked it a little bit from the beginning. When the main character K9 became a bear and started meeting Coda, I think that was kind of what the film kind of hit its low point for me. But still a great film. Anyway. Don't mind the chatter outside of my room. It's just my family just talking and stuff like that. First disc has the family aspect ratio, which is actually the widescreen edition, the full screen edition, which has K9 and Coda on the front of this disc, and this one has Rudd and Took on the second disc, and this is the theatrical. This is actually the home theater mix version, which is the widescreen edition, and the aspect ratios pretty much the same thing as well. I'll take the DVD guide out and show you to it. this is pretty much an awesome release. I love the bonus content on here. Even the game that was also pretty cool with Sika on it, or Denahi. I don't remember what the game was. It's been years since I put this on DVD. But I'm planning to get the one that came with the sequel too, because I really want to own the Blu-ray release of a lot of these Disney films. But Brother Bear is pretty good. Really good film. Hercules! The film that was basically still in print. Sadly, this one was in print for many years since the 2000 Gold Classic Collection edition was released. And I'm not a big fan of this cover. I prefer the 1998 Masterpiece Collection cover than this one. This one just kind of feels like they just plastered it in there just to get a release on the Gold Classic Collection edition. And as you may notice, there's actually a re-release of it because it has Disney Movie Awards on here as well. I'm not a big fan of Hercules, but I respect that it is a lesser Disney Disney Renaissance film that not a lot of people like. One bonus feature on here is just the making of Hercules on here. It has the same critic review as the VHS of Hercules from '98. You just never changed it. His movie rewards code is here with the disc. It's much better than the cover, but it's still not worth. It's okay. I mean, I don't have the Blu-ray release, but I probably want to get it. I'm not a big fan of Hercules, but I watched it a lot as a kid, and it's still good. I really enjoyed it. It's not the worst of the Disney Renaissance films, but it's still good. Here we have the Muppets Christmas Carol. I'm sorry I did that pause and stuff like that, but the Muppets Christmas Carol is actually a great holiday classic film. It stars Michael Caine and a bunch of the Muppets as well. I really enjoyed this one. I watched this all the time during the holiday season. It's really just a classic film. I had this on VHS many years ago. Never owned any DVD releases until I got this new one with the updated disc artwork and the cover for the film as well. There's a snap case thing in here. The disc artwork's really cool as well too. And here's a DVD guide for this one. It's the 50th anniversary of it because Kermit the Frog turned 50th, and it was showcasing a lot of these films, re-releasing them on DVD and Blu-ray. Scene selections are really cool as well. This is a great holiday classic. I love the Christmas Carol. I love the story of it. It's really fun. Muppets Christmas Carol is funny. It has two versions of the film. One includes the special edition release, and one includes the theatrical release. The special edition release has that extra scene where Scrooge and his girlfriend are singing a song, and the original one does not have it. But this is still a classic. I really enjoyed it. One of the best 90s Disney films, one of my favorite dark Disney films, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is a great film indeed. I really enjoyed it. Really fun Disney film from 1996. Came out the same year my brother was born, obviously, but it didn't came out the same month. Just came out during the summer. I had this on VHS. When I was little, I never watched this because this was a human type film, and I really wasn't into human type films for Disney films because I was mostly into animal films for Disney and other animation films. This has a game that I didn't really get a chance to look at. The making of the film is really cool. Something of a magical stuff. This is the 2002 release, released alongside the sequel that was also terrible. I have the Blu-ray release with the sequel as well. It's not that great. The sequel is terrible as I got older. But nice disc artwork on here. Disney Movie Awards. This is a later release because it doesn't have a DVD guide or anything like that. But it has the previews and everything that was locked in from this film. I like The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's very dark and very sinister. It shows a way of life with God and stuff like that in the Disney film format. And it's an Ugly Duckling Tale of the Victor Hugo novel, which is something saying much as well. but great film. Cars? I haven't even owned the Blu-ray release of Cars, and I should definitely get it as well. Stupid trash over here. Cars is a very underrated film. As I said before, well, Cars is a very underrated film. Don't really care too much about this, about the sequels, but I haven't watched the third one. But when I do, I'll probably just watch it on Netflix before I start buying it. But Cars 1's a great film. I actually really enjoyed it. About that. Sorry about that, guys. The slip covers are actually pretty hard to get out and stuff. The slip cover is embossed. I think Lightning McQueen's embossed. I don't think the top part's embossed. I think it is. But yeah, I love Cars. I didn't get the geared up bonus disc version because I didn't know nothing about that at Walmart. Sorry about that. Here's the film itself with Lightning McQueen and Mater on here. And here's some extra bonus. Here's some promo stuff in here. Got some promo stuff with here with stuff like here. Toys for Cars. Stuff here. I don't think you can see it because the lighting is a little bit awful, but it's not too bad. Sorry if I can't. There you go. The DVD guide. I love the Cars Land and California Adventure in California. It really is something. If you haven't been to California Adventure in Disney's California and Disneyland Resort in California, it's something. I mean, Cars Land's really just amazing. It's better than the Bugs Land. Has all the characters on here. Single one of them. I'm not going to show you the Disney Movie Rewards stuff because you already seen it, and the Movie Rewards points has already been redeemed. But this is just a one disc. There was a Blu-ray released in 2007 that I don't have. I might get it just because I'm a huge Disney fan. I want to be a Disney collector as well of the films. But yes, I think Cars is really good. It's called the weakest of the Pixar films, but it's not weak. This one has some beautiful, gorgeous set pieces and stuff like that, but it's actually decent. I'm not gonna bash on these films anyway for Pixar. They're pretty good, except for Cars 2. That's something. We're gonna have some few more Disney DVD releases, and then we'll be done for today. This is Chicken Little from 2005, I think. I don't really care for this movie anymore like I used to when I was a kid. It still is very good that they put it in CGI, but I don't really care for it. It has a music video from the Cheetah Girls, which I don't really care too much about anymore. I like the Cheetah Girls 2, which is great. Cheetah Girls 1 was terrible. Cheetah Girls 3 was even worse than that. But here's the disc. Can't see it right here because of the shadow. It has Chicken Little, Run to the Litter, and Fish Out of Water. It's holographic, as you can see here, from the poor lighting. Sorry if I have poor lighting. I had to charge my phone because it was low on battery, but that's just fine. Here's promo stuff for Chicken Little. It's excellent savings and offers, obviously. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because Chicken Little was born out of it, was hatched. The Fox and the Hound coming to DVD at the time for its 20th anniversary. Coupons for some other stuff. Chicken Little, promotional book books and stuff for the little kiddos, the Chicken Little. And a promo for Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And the DVD guides over here, which I'm showing you right now. This is also released on 3D Blu-ray, which I need to get. But I'm not looking forward to getting it. But, you know, I will sooner or later whenever I have the money. Whenever I feel like getting these films on Blu-ray, I will definitely do that. Here's WALL-E, a great Pixar film, a great message, and great everything about this film. I really enjoyed it, but this version obviously is not my favorite because of, I'll show you right now. It's in this thin case that I got it back in 2008 for the holidays actually. It has that short film Bernie and Lifted, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But the reason why I hate this version is because a lot of the promo stuff is actually kind of just, it's actually badly ruined. And because it's in this casing, it's in this case where it doesn't have a protector to protect it. Because when you take it off, it looks like it's just going to fly out. It's in this weird casing, which I don't know if I like it or not. It's not something I would definitely like. Here's a here's some of the promo stuff. This is for save instantly stuff. It's already been it's out of print. Save on stuff as well. And promotional for Up, coming to theaters at 2009. And this thing, which is badly ruined, as you can see here. The only promotional stuff that's badly ruined is this one, the sweepstakes thing. But that's because this DVD release, the casing is terrible, and I don't really care. I might get the Blu-ray release of this soon, so I can get rid of this DVD release. Or just get it to my mom to give it to her class. Who knows? But that's WALL-E. It's a great film. I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun. Here we have Wizards of Waverly Place, another Disney Channel original movie that I actually really liked because I really liked Selena Gomez back in the day. I still do, but I don't do that much anymore. This is this came with a little thing you can hook onto your key that actually changes color. It's kind of like a mood ring kind of thing. It changes color. I don't know if any of you know that. This has a couple of bonus features on here, but The Wizard of Waverly Place was a big hit for the Disney Channel after Hannah Montana left. And it's because of Selena Gomez, and this is really cool. Oops, some of the promo stuff flew out of here. The disc is plain, gray disc, the promo stuff, I'm going to just show you this one. This one just has a promo for the TV show The Jonas, which was the Jonas Brothers Disney Channel show. Sweepstakes for Sara Lee Bread, and some DVD releases of Wizard of Waverly Place. That's where the original Wizard of Waverly Place box came in. I don't have that anymore. I used to back in the day. And that case, I had that as a poster. I still do. For Wizard of Waverly Place, the video game on the DS, which I used to have when I was a kid. Sunny with a Chance DVD with Demi Lovato before she started to clean herself up and be healthy and all that kind of stuff. Selena Gomez and the Scenes, Kiss and Tell, which was an album that I didn't really follow too much, but I thought this cover artwork nowadays is very freaky. Disney XD Zeke and Luther, terrible one. Disney Channel's Friends of Change, which was basically like a little organization they did where you can clean up the environment type of thing. I don't know if they still do it nowadays in the Disney Channel because I don't watch it anymore. And most of the Blu-ray releases of this up here. Ratatouille, I used to have that, but not anymore. I want to probably get that one on Blu-ray. But yes, but But Waverly Place is it's an interesting film. It's not that great, but it's not as good as High School Musical for me, but it's still good. Here's one of my favorite Disney films of all time, The Lion King. Of course, this is the special edition release that has a musical sequence from the Broadway show called The Morning Report, which was also on the special edition soundtrack of the film. It came out the same year as this one. This one was released in IMAX a year later. I love this. This has a bunch of bonus content here. Really cool. Alright, the first disc. I don't know if you can see that. It has a silhouette of Mufasa and Sarabi. For a lot of people that do not know, I think a lot of people say it's Simba and Nala, but it's Sarabi and Simba. It's Sarabi and Mufasa, sorry. There's 2 has Rafiki on here, and the bad part about it is that I want to get a brand new copy because this 2 is badly damaged. I can't use it anymore. It stops right after the main menu screen. It just stops abruptly. That's just something. Take out the DVD guide for a little bit. It's badly damaged. Can't really do anything about it. I might get a new one someday because I really want to get it. So yeah, you can see it's ripped up over here. It's got a lot of bonus features on here. The new, the Diamond Edition has all the bonus features from the Platinum Edition. And also the Signature Edition does, but it's only for the digital release. That's kind of interesting, to say the least. But Lion King Platinum Edition, what can I say? It's a great film. It's not the king of all DVDs, because that would be Finding Nemo's crown, but this is still good. Not too bad. Here we have the last High School Musical movie, High School Musical 3 Senior Year. This one was released in 2008 alongside with the film's theatrical release in the summer of that year. And I really enjoyed this movie. I saw this in theaters with my mom, with a bunch of young girls. I was in middle school and I was pretty dumb with seeing this in theaters. Also the Hannah Montana movie, I saw that in theaters too, if you guys wondering. Boring disc artwork. But this promo stuff has some extra stuff for the High School Musical stuff, and this dance edition of High School Musical 2. I don't really want to get it, but maybe I will if I don't. If I have the money to find it, or the place I can find it or something. Excusable. Here's a Phineas and Ferb one. I'm just gonna flip through this one because we're running out of time. I'm almost done with it. Pretty basic. High School Musical 3 Senior Year. It's an okay film. I don't think it's great as the first one, but it is pretty good. I really enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the second one. Really good. Here's my second Platinum Edition release. This is The Jungle Book. It's got a really nice it has a really nice embossed slipcover here. I don't know if you can see there's a little scratch on Baloo's. There's a little scratch on there because I don't know what I was doing back in the day. But Jungle Book's an awesome film. I really enjoyed it. Last big film that Walt Disney supervised. He produced the film. He didn't direct it, but what he did a fantastic job with this movie, developing the Rudyard Kipling story into a Disney classic that will be remembered for years to come. A lot of good bonus material on here, as many Platinum Edition releases are. Alright, disc 1, as you can know, you can't see it, but if I move my feet out of the way. This one has Baloo and Mowgli, if you can see that. Sorry if it's poor lighting, but I'm gonna do this next time and correct lighting. King Louie and Mowgli on the second disc, if you can see it. Check out the promo stuff in here. Here's the DVD guide, which I'm going to show you first. A lot of good bonus material on here. Didn't really take a gander on the bonus material for this film for years, but maybe I will. This is better than the Blu-ray release that came out, which I have. Here's coupon stuff. Pixar short films, which I do not have. I want to get that. Cinderella. I do not have any of the Cinderella films, but I'll definitely not get the sequels. And Jungle Book's a great film. It's a classic Disney film, in my opinion. I love this film. It's really good. A lot of good songs on here as well. Oh, crap. Not again. And we have, here's the second to last Disney DVD release that I have. It's the Muppets. I used to have more Disney DVDs, but I gave them all to my little cousins. And, yeah, sad to me, but that's just how life is. When you get older, you want to get rid of a lot of your stuff anyway. Or actually, not when you get older. When you're little, you want to get rid of all your stuff you have. I like the Muppets. Great film. Great DVD release. I don't have the Blu-ray release because it has more bonus material on here. Great disc again. It's promo stuff. For the Muppets on CD. The Muppets is really good. I really enjoyed it. Love Jason Segel in this film. It's really fun. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen this film. It's really good. And the final release in my Blu-ray collection. I'm sorry if I show my feet in this one. Here's the final one. 101 Dalmatians Platinum Edition. Released in 2008. This is my third Disney Platinum Edition release. Because I love the 101 Dalmatians as well. Great bonus material on here. As many Platinum Edition releases have. Disc 1 has Cruella and the Puppies. And this 2 has Pongo Perdita and the puppies. The rest of the puppies anyway. Let's show all the promo stuff here. It has a music video for Selena Gomez singing Carla DeVille. Next Platinum Edition releases was Sleeping Beauty and Pinocchio at the time. They came to Blu-ray, both of those films. This one is just a save-on stuff. Not really too fancy about the save-on stuff. The Jungle Book 2 came out on DVD. But 101 Dalmatians is really good. I like the Xerox animation they did for this film. Gives a nice graphical style to the film. But yes, 101 Dalmatians, great film. Narrative, it's actually kind of slack, but I personally like it. That's 101 Dalmatians, and this is pretty much all my Disney DVD releases. So, thanks for watching, and I'm the Hero Time 85 here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.